Hey, how's it going, my deadly mercenary family? Cosmic Mercenary bringing you a new what happened last week. So for those of you guys that don't know, what happened last week is basically my weekly live stream, and which I recap some things that I found interesting last week. So if you find anything interesting for this week, let me know by sending me my way via Discord, Instagram, X, whatever you guys want to call it, right? So let's get into it. Alright, so personal talk real quick. Everything is going fine with me, sort of. I mean, I did lose my keys, so now I gotta go hunt them down, but besides that, everything is looking good. So I think I'm going to start a new journey for my fitness goals. So I kind of slowed down this last couple weeks, but I'm going to start picking it back up this week. So it's all good. It's all a journey, really. So if you guys are getting into fitness and you guys aren't seeing results, well, it's going to be a journey. It's going to take a bit, but never, don't give up, don't stop. As far as this week, we're going to be talking about Tekken. EWC just happened for Tekken. I watched that one, so that's what I want to talk about. I know it also, the Street Fighter one also happened, but I did not watch that one. I watched the Tekken one. And then there's going to be another, and then the other one that's going to be, we're going to be talking about is the event where a real life low tier god, not the one we know and love to make fun of, but a real life low tier god got banned from Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. So that's gonna be fun to talk about. And then the last but not least is gonna be off the topic from the fighting game community, but I do watch comic books as well. I love I read comic books and comic book stuff and pop culture. Hence I have my Superman shirt right here. There, baby. But the third thing we're going to be talking about is some loser tried to make a better version of a very iconic scene, in my opinion. But without further ado, let's get into the events that happened, starting off with EWC happened last week, and it was fantastic. I think it was a great tournament. A lot of upsets, a lot of things that I did not think were going to happen happened. And one of the things that happened was that Pakistan got destroyed, got obliterated. Dude, the South Koreans came back, and they came back kicking, screaming, punching, everything they had to do to win. And the Pakistanis just didn't have an answer, and they got swept. They got destroyed. I don't even think they make it to top 8, I believe. Atif right here with the meme face right here. So Atif won in this one. What ended up happening is the reason why he's doing his face is because during the EWC, people had like little triangles that people called coins. Hey, what's up, Switch Kid? People got coins, right? And they were able to put them into a hydraulic press and destroy each other's coins depending on which one they won. So Pakistan right here, Atif right now is destroying someone else's coin. So right now his face is just like looking at the coin, just like, whoa, oh my god, the destruction is like, his humanity right here is being questioned, right? Hey, what's up, Switch Kid? They're just going over the news of what happened last week. So that's basically what happened last week is all about. But yeah, look at his face. It's freaking memeable. It's great. But Atif sadly couldn't make it past his group. He lost. He lost. Also to Arslan Ash. And they lost with Anna. That's just the South Koreans had a lot to answer for with Anna. So, and the Pakistanis were not ready for the South Koreans and what they learned in the matchup. So South Korea won EWC, and great for them. Give them a round of applause. And then I just want to note before we continue on what else happening in EWC, just because Pakistan lost this match really bad does not mean that they're been washed. This is just a part of the process that I love to see, and it's the rivalry between Pakistan and South Korea. They're both going to bring themselves into a higher level, and right now just Korea's on top. Right now, I mean, after Evo, Pakistan was on top. Now Korea's back on top, and they're back on top by a high margin. So Pakistanis better start gearing up, start training real hard, because that's the only way we're going to see them completely bring back their title back to Pakistan. But as far as right now, Korea's on top. Korea's number 1. But I do not call Pakistan washed. I know some people might call them washed. I do not. I just think that this is just part of the process. This is part of the competition. This is part of the sport, right? Yeah, they're down right now, but it's what are they going to do afterwards is what really matters. Are they going to stay down or are they going to respond? And I feel like Pakistan is going to respond hard. I think they're going to go back to the lab and they're going to go check out what they could do in order to beat the South Koreans. So don't call them washed right now. It's friendly competition. Things happen in this event. I mean, people, heck, even Ni, South Koreans like top dog, right? Ni didn't even make it out of his pools. What's up with that? All right, but hey, congratulations to South Korea and good luck with for you, Pakistan. Let's evolve Tekken and let's make Tekken good. Let's make Tekken good. All right. So that's the way I see it, and they're not washed. Okay, well, after okay, so now we're gonna continue now with the Atif storyline, right? So Atif's group, right, was I think Group C or Group E, one or the other. But Atif made it all the way to the finals of his group. He crawled his way back from losers side, and he had to face off Mongol. And sadly, he couldn't make it. He couldn't beat Mongol. He just did the craziest thing. It was very close sets. He came back. He crawled back towards the very last minute. He was always crawling. He was always struggling. And as soon as he got Rage Art, he woke up and started attacking. I have no idea why he decided to do that. I think his thought was that Mongol was gonna come back and attack him. Mogul, yeah. Mogul would come back and attack him, but that's not what ended up happening. What ended up happening is that he just started flailing, right? Flailing with Anna, and boom, there we go. Yeah, Mongol got it. Mongol just came back. It's like, oh, all right, and then just boom, KO. That's what ended up happening. And Mongol sitting right behind the Pakistani section, right, where there was a lot of Pakistanis. There was drums, there was people screaming. People were there to cheer on to Pakistan. And he comes back. He comes back out, right? He comes out and he just starts teasing, starts freaking egging on the freaking Pakistanis that just saw their last chance in this world tournament, right? In this world championships, just lose. He goes back and he goes, oh, cry babies, oh, cry more, oh, dude, it was crazy. It was crazy and it was so disrespectful. But honestly, I accept it because I'm pretty sure it was pretty annoying hearing people in the background going like, boo, boo, because it was like a sport. It was like soccer. It was like, you know, it's all that. So I'm pretty sure he was Mogul was frustrated, but he had the answers. He stayed cool, collective, and he beat Pakistan, knocked them out of the tournament. And he comes back and responds with, oh, cry more, dude. Oh. Dude, so it's so such disrespect. But hey, you know what? It was funny. It was good, and I'm pretty sure it's out of good sportsmanship. It's what's this sports without a little bit of trash talk, you know what I mean? And he deserves it, to be honest with you. He deserves the little trash talk because obviously he was sitting right behind the Pakistanis. So I'm pretty sure it was pretty annoying to hear, you know, like booing and stuff, like hopefully you lose, basically, right? So that's what happened with Mongol. So it was pretty cool to see that. And but I'm glad for Mong. I think he made it. So he ended up in top 8, so that's pretty good. He got out. But let's talk about the champion, Ulslan, right here, #1 back-to-back EWC champion, right here. Look at that smile. Look at that cheer. Look at that pose. Look at that power stand right there. Pretty good. Pretty nice to be the king back-to-back, right? So I'm really happy for him. I'm happy that he was able to put on a great show with Dragunov of all characters, right? Why not Anna, right? In my opinion, why not Anna? If Anna's so broken, why not Anna, right? But no, he did it with Dragunov, and it was great. It was a great match. I watched it yesterday. I had to catch up because I was a little busy on Saturday, but I watched it yesterday. It was fantastic. It was great. It was amazing. It's a good watch. You should go watch it. It was honestly all Olsen's like one-sided. Like, yeah, his opponent, I forget who was his opponent. It was another South Korean. Not Nihai, but I think maybe it was Nihai, or whatever his name is. Hai something, right? I forget. I'm bad with names, but his opponent did respond it really well, and the matches were back to back. But it always felt like Olsen always had it. He didn't panic. He didn't worry. He didn't do nothing. He was always on top, and it was fun to watch. It was great to watch, you know. And then see some of the whiffs that happened, and me and my partner were like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh!" Right? So it was fun. Congratulations to Olsen. A round of applause for him as well. Sorry, I'm fixing audio. Okay. Congratulations, Olsen. And then let's go to the next one. Your account cannot connect to the network. So what does this mean, right? Okay, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is about this player that plays Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. And apparently he played a low tier character, which would be, I believe, this one. That's the image that I got from Dextaro. Thank you, Dextaro. I don't know how reliable Dextaro is either, but Dextaro right here. And he's literally a real life low tier god. Not the low tier god, the lol cow, the lol tier cow, right? That we know and love, right? But this is an actual person that was playing a low tier, got so good with the low tier, got so many wins to the low tier, back to back, that apparently that the system that they have for Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising alerted them to the potential cheat, right? A potential bot is in the system, right? So they apparently banned him and using this character, right? And here's some more from Dextaro. I don't know again how reliable that is. Let's check it out. Ryo streamed the challenge and discouraged stream snipers, ruling out cheating or match fixing as reasons for the ban. The most likely answer is that he ranked up so quickly that he flagged the game's anti-cheat and resulted in an automatic ban. Okay, so it's saying that Rios decided to or has proven that it wasn't like intentional, or it wasn't like he wasn't cheating, but it's just he was playing so good with a low tier character that the anti-cheat system just triggered and stopped him from accessing Grand Blue Fantasy. So I hope for his sake that they revert that decision. It's cool to see that low tiers get good to see that. My old theory is that you could basically win with anybody. You could, honestly, in any fighting games, you could really win with anybody. It really is. It's just a matter of knowing your opponent and knowing the matchups and all that stuff. So it's not as it's hard. Don't get me wrong. There are some characters that are definitely way better than others, but when it honestly comes to you and your opponent, right? I could have the most OP character in this game, right? Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, and I will still lose. Why? Because I don't know how to play. And even if I did know how to play, right? He has more experience. He probably knows more things, more moves, how to cancel out of things. So many variables add up that, again, anybody could beat anybody in this game, or in games, in fighting games in general. Is it hard? Yeah, definitely, it is hard. But anybody can beat anybody. And this is just proving it, that even a low tier could win in games, right? Maybe he knows something that's a little bit broken about the character. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. People didn't know that. That's what makes them low tier, right? But just by discovering this things here and there, and the always evolving matchups and meta just proves that fighting games are just amazing, and you should try them out. So, and even if your character sucks, hey, you know what? There's still a sliver of chance. It's never 0%, unless it was Tekken 7 Leroy. Then just forget about it. All right. Well, hopefully his band gets undone. So let's check it out. Last but not least, this one's a little bit off topic from fighting games. We're gonna go into comic book territory. So Superman has come out in digital for rent. There's rumors of why it came out so early, and it's because I think James Gunn wanted Peacemaker, people to watch it before Peacemaker, which is fine. I don't care. It's 2025. How we consume media and theaters and stuff like that, it's a little different. But Superman, I watched it 8 times. I love the movie. The movie's fantastic. Never get bored of it. Big Superman fan, and I loved every single minute of this movie. I loved what James Gunn did, and I loved the characters inside. One of the characters that I liked about the movie was Mr. Terrific, and specifically this fight scene. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie, but in this fight scene, it basically just shows off what Mr. Terrific is capable of. So, this guy decided to post this on Twitter and saying, I edited Mr. Terrific's I edited the Mr. Terrific fight. James Gunn put some fluffy hippie music over the scene and it feels like Brightburn. Heroes aren't his strength. Even a scene about heroes going too far ends up feeling like a cheap Netflix The Boys ripoff. Song, Sardonic for Justice. Okay, so I've never heard of Sardonic for Justice, and I'm not sure if they're a mainstream band, so I had to edit my own. But keep in mind, what I'm about to show you is edited by this guy, Bounding Comics, and it's trash. It's complete trash, and no exaggeration, it's almost... What I'm going to show you is what I edited, but it's... Make no mistake that it's basically the same thing as watching the one from X or Twitter or whatever it's called, right? So, here's what he thought was better than 5 years, right? So the 5 years is the song that played during Mr. Terrific's fight scene, but he decided that basically this is the song that he thought would encapsulate this moment way better. Then, God, just watch. So this is what basically, this is not the song that he chose for the Bounding for Comics or a Binding or whatever it's called, right? But he's basically his edit. This is his edit. Okay, here we go.
I have given you one last chance to stop. I was just about to say the same to you.
God, and I had to edit this. And I had to stop right there. Okay.
I have given you one last chance to...
So let's go back here. I'm hopeful.
One last chance to stop.
Dude, please stop. I edited it so wrong, so bad. So basically, that was the edit that he decided to put up on Twitter, and he thought that everybody would clap. Everybody would just be like, "Yeah, you're speaking truth to power, truth to power." But instead, he got a barrage of people just smacking him down, just telling him to things like "Don't quit your day job" or "You suck," or my favorite is the SpongeBob. I was like, "Man, this guy stinks." That one, and it's just overall, I don't know what possessed him to do that. I have no idea what possessed him to do that. This reminds me of like when I was in high school. And people used to do AMVs, right? You guys remember AMVs? If you guys don't remember, it's basically they took mostly anime clips, right? And they put like popular songs or songs from Tumblr or songs that they wanted to, and they just basically edited it together. It was still like a very popular thing. It was honestly very TikTok before TikTok, but it was a whole music video, animated music video. That's what AMV stands for. And this basically is an AMV, and an edgelord AMV. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if you told me this guy was in high school, like having an edge face, listening to like Ben Shabino or something. Like, God, bro, like but it just kind of sucks butt cheeks, because the song that they chose, 5 Year Time, it works with this scene, right? Because it's not a song that it's I forget what it's called, but the term is this, or what the term of this meaning is, but the song is in universe. Basically, it's not outside. It's not outside the universe where we listen to it, but the characters don't. No, this song is playing while the actions are happening. Some person in the radio in one of the camps is playing 5 Years Time, right? And that is just playing in the background in their universe, in the movie's universe, is playing in the background. So there was no choice of going into epic rock or metal or whatever, whatever fight scene it is, right? In the movie, he's just fighting the people, and just so happens the song is playing in the background. That's what it is. I forget what the term is that's for, but it has a term. And that's why the song works very well, because it's not necessarily Mr. Terrific song choice that he would do in a fight scene, right? But it's just what's playing in the background. It's so the contradiction of what's happening on screen and what's happening in the background, right? So that's what makes that scene interesting. That's why I like that scene. Some people don't understand it, some people don't like it. That's cool, that's fine. But you can't say that this is better, because it's not. It just makes it cheap, and that actually honestly feels more of a cheap The Boys ripoff than anything else, because it's just bad. Anybody can make a fight scene, but not a lot of people can make a fight scene with quote-unquote fluffy hippie music, right? And make it actually work, because it does work in general. It does work. If you like it or not, that's a different story, but it does work. It really does work. Okay, well, that was pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate you guys. Obey Chief, I appreciate you. Super Smash Bros. Guy, thanks for showing up. Really appreciate you. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to comment though what you think about the events that happened last week. If you have anything to share for what happened last week, message me on X or Twitter or Instagram or Discord. I have a Discord, so join my Discord if you guys want to talk about that. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay vigilant, and see you guys next time.